What's going on, everyone? Doug with Theme Park DNA. Today I'm going to be talking about the Darksaber from Crimson Dawn. This is going to be the Clan Wren version of the saber. There are two versions, the Clan Vizla and Clan Wren. The Clan Vizla is going to be more screen accurate. Clan Wren is going to be more comfortable and easy to use with a round blade instead of the flat blade. So let's jump into some numbers. So this is coming in right at 13 inches long, and in the grip 1.16, very thin. But because this is the Darksaber, or at least an approximation of the Darksaber, then it's got flat sides at least. The tops and bottoms are rounded for comfort. But let's see what the depth here of the, looks like 1.485, just shy of 1.1.5 inches tall. So still very comfortable, very small, even if slightly taller than the standard 1.3 inches of the LGT sabers. It's actually less wide. So turns out this thing is very comfortable. Let's get some weight on this. All right, first off, we'll do weight without a blade. So 1 pound, 2.9 ounces without a blade, which is 18.9 ounces total, or 536 grams. And then we do have 2 blade retention screws, which I like, and I like the placement of them. So there's 1 blade retention screw at the bottom of the blade, and there's another one a couple of inches up on the opposite side. Very positive retention of the blade. All right, so with the blade, 1 pound 9 ounces. 1 pound 9 ounces, or 25 ounces, which is also 708 grams. All right, so, well, we talked about numbers, but we didn't talk about the handguard. Actually going to be slightly longer than the house clan. I always want to say house. This is just a hair over 4 inches. So it's actually a little taller than the handguard on the house, the Clan Vizla. So let's just talk about some general features. Down here at the pommel, we do have some sound vents at the bottom, and also again at the top, in reference to how most people would hold it. So the sound kind of gets out in a couple of different directions. I like that. This grip section is very comfortable. On the tops and bottom, it's rounded, feels very similar to any other saber, except for the sides. The sides have that flat side. It actually is really nice, right? There's a place for your fingertips to rest on the flat side, and really gives you not just like tactile reference, but it's just quite comfortable, actually. I mean, I almost prefer this to a traditional saber. And the handguard is a nice feature in theory. It does kind of get in the way when you're spinning a little bit, and these corners do have a little bit of sharpness to them. We've got a nice crisp edge down here at the bottom, and at the corners it can get you. But the rest of it is fairly rounded. These corners aren't nearly as bad. The bottom is a little sharper, but I do like this rounded side here. If you were to catch the back of your hand, it's rounded and pretty comfortable. So this top emitter section is really just a sleeve that fits over. The retention screws go through the sleeve, and then this retention screw kind of holds it on. And if you watch the unboxing, you'll notice that the one thing I disliked about this is that the handguard rattled. And you can see there's still a little tiny bit of movement. But what I did was I just took this off and took a little bit of craft foam. To show you what I mean, I bought a large roll of craft foam at Hobby Lobby. And so it's just foam that comes in a large sheet. And I just cut some slivers, really about half the width of that, and about that much, and just trimmed about half of that off with a pair of scissors, and I inserted it here underneath the sleeve at the top and the bottom, then pushed the sleeve down while holding it down, then tightened down this retention, and it knocked out all the rattle. It's still very slightly some movement. You're not going to perceive it as you move it around. This works just fine. And for a more permanent solution, you could actually glue it in place. But I'm probably going to sell this saber, so I didn't want to do that. So one thing I didn't notice before until just now is that there's some little bit of engraving on the front of the handguard. That's a nice little touch, right? Stuff like this on the bottom. These grooves, got these sections that are windows in the Clan Vizla. This is just kind of a raised detail. So I noticed that the switch is raised more than normal, and I kind of like it. It doesn't move. It doesn't move when you press it, even though it's raised. I don't know if that's part of the design. I don't know why it would work any differently. You know what? Now we're going to find out if this is a traditional core. I said in the previous video I didn't think the Clan Vizla version was a LGT Saber. So I'm curious as to whether this has a core in it. The screws look like they're the same length. Here's the pommel. Yeah, it does. You're not going to be able to see that because that's a good 2 inches inside. But that looks like a traditional core, and we can kind of further confirm that by the screw placement. We've got the screws above and below. We have the traditional switch with recharge port above, the screws above and below, and we have the extra screw on the back side. I think we can confirm this is a traditional LGT core inside, and I believe this saber to be made by LGT. Alright, so being as this is a LGT saber, we can expect it to have the same functions as all the other Crimson Dawn LGT sabers, and in the same layout, same button configuration. So we've got smooth swing, blaster block, flash on clash. Got lock up. So we're also going to have a stable blade, the pulsing blade, and an unstable blade. And of course, this is still an RGB saber. But it being the Darksaber, it just doesn't look right. But anything but white, in my opinion. So, very comfortable, easy to manipulate and maneuver. For the most part, handles just like any other traditional saber, with the two main differences being the handguard being right here and having flat sides. Other than that, it handles just the same. Overall impressions of this saber, I like it. It's comfortable. It checks all the boxes, but we've got the familiarity of the other LGT sabers in a Darksaber package. So I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of both the Clan Wren and the Clan Vizla versions of the Darksaber available from Crimson Dawn. So be sure to check that video out. In the meantime, let me know what you think about this Clan Wren version of the Darksaber. You like it, you don't like it, it's not screen accurate enough, or you like that it's more comfortable. Let me know in the comments below. If you hadn't subscribed, we'd appreciate it if you consider subscribing. Every subscriber helps us get us to this goal, and we'll be announcing some giveaways very soon that will be only for subscribers. If you like this content, let us know with a thumbs up, as it really does help us out. And that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching.